All right, guys. How you doing? Courtney's cooking dinner again. Yeah. I was down in the shop most of the day. I'm working on a project for a friend of mine from work, so I have a little bit more to do. Hello, Rob. How are you? How are you doing, sir? Gear? Nope, don't see Gear. Don't see him. Not yet. Not yet. Where is he? Oh, Rob Yoda. Yellow afternoon, everyone. How's the shop going? Hello, Heather. How are you? Welcome to one of my live streams. I guess you turn the notification bell on. Hello, Rob. Heather that's in here is my cousin, one of them that live in Florida. Hey, Gear. You know, where Gear visits like every other weekend. You know, he like commutes to work from there almost. Yeah, so we were talking and she said that she hasn't been able to get on my live, so it was something as easy as the notification bell. And that's why you guys need to hit the notification bell. Right, Court?
Yep.
There you go. Your comments are showing up, Gear. I see them. Any health news, Gear? I see you, Gear. What? Good to hear. Got you before dinner. Thank you for stopping in, Rob. Tonight's probably going to be a short one because after Courtney gets done making dinner, I got to go back down the shop. I have to finish something. Literally finish something, and then that way I'll be able to stay in the one side tonight, stay in the other side tomorrow night, or stay in the other side tomorrow afternoon on lunch, and then I'll be able to put on the protective finish and deliver it Wednesday. That's my plan. So yeah, I got to get back to work. Let's see. Rob says he's got the bell on. Gear says a little better today, so hopefully it's going away. Still don't know what it was though. You're sick. You haven't been to Florida in a week. I think that's what it is, Gear. I'm binge watching Jack Ryan. Well, you have fun with that. I was working. But that's kind of what my weekends are now. Rob says, well, I saw one hand, so he has 5 fingers. How about the other? I got them all. And believe it or not, I don't know if you've seen my picture on Instagram about my finger. You know, yeah, you probably can't see it. The light's washing it out. Let me try and tilt you down a little bit to get rid of some of that. There you go. I was seriously just wiping my hand across the bed to get the sawdust off. And when I did, I just caught the top of one of them carbide inserts and, well, it did its job. It cut me. So, Gear says, hey, Rob Yoda and Heather. Rob Yoda says, hello, Gear. Rob says, what you making back there, Courtney?
Chicken.
She's cooking chicken. It's what's for dinner. I agree. I haven't been in 2 weeks now. Yeah, it's so depressing, isn't it, Gear? Rob Yoda says, I felt better. I feel better. I see both hands, all 10 fingers. LOL. Yes. Saw the fingers. Carnage. Ouch. Actually, it was funny because the whole idea of having a carbide cutting helical head is so it shears the wood. And it literally just sheared off a layers, like probably about 2 layers of skin. Because like, if you can see, my fingerprint is still there. So, I mean, it wasn't bad. It's just, it don't take much. That looked rough. It actually wasn't bad. I mean,
that's nothing.
Yeah, the funny part is, I've already cut the top of that finger off once before. So if the whole finger was there, it could have been a lot worse.
So funny.
Rob says, hit the thumbs up. Thank you very much, sir. Definitely. That would definitely help me, and I'll be able to get some more viewers. So let's get on to my shop update. Basically, I haven't gotten my bandsaw unpacked yet. Hopefully I should have a video coming out on Wednesday if I have time to get to it, about the setup of my joiner. I haven't set my planer up yet, and I'm not in a big rush for it because I don't have power for it. The electrician will be in on Friday. He's going to run all the power for me and take care of all that. So hopefully my planer should be up and running this weekend. Fingers crossed. My bandsaw, I'll be putting that together sometime this week. And then I'll be doing a video on that, which will probably be out in a couple weeks, because the following week's video will be about how I protect all the exposed cast iron on all my machines so that they don't rust. So that'll be the following week, and I did that on my joiner. It's one of the easier ones. And there's also a debut of a new tool to me on there. So, as far as the table saw, I got in touch with Powermatic, as you guys know. They said refuse it, don't accept it. They bring it back, don't go outside. And I appreciate that because, you know, they want to make sure that I get a good product. I mean, it's their name that's in that crate. So I appreciate that. But I did find that it's going to be hard to get another one, but as of now, Powermatic is going to be doing their best to. I might be ordering it directly from them, and they'll ship it directly from them, or whoever the salesperson or sales company is. They're going to try and expedite it for me because of the problem I had. So that's going to be great. But as of now, I still have no table saw. Which, by the way, is why I'm still working on the project that I am, because using my old table saw was a nightmare. I didn't have a big outfeed table. I didn't have the rip capacity.
Sucked.
It sucked. I had to have Courtney help me. She got covered in sawdust. She's mad at me now.
Yep.
You know, it is what it is. So... But I will be having a video coming out about the new sander, the Bosch 1250 DEVS. That thing is a beast. Oh my God, I love that thing. Makes such short work of everything. I'm glad I didn't get it before I bought my planer, because I might have considered not getting one, because that thing hogs off material so much. But I would need the planer anyway to keep things parallel, and so... Gear says, every time my wife says something about the cold, I take full advantage of saying that's why, you know, where it isn't cold right now, and that's why I want to move there. I added that on for you. I know that's what you meant. Gear Runner says, less than 300 to that 1,000 mark, buddy. Yes, thank you very much, Gear. I have to say, it's not that I've been consistent, but people want to see a little bit more of what I'm putting out. People are interested in the tools I have coming in and everything else. So I think that's going to help. And thank you for noticing. Greatly appreciated. Are you at like 10K yet? Just wondering. You're doing phenomenal also. String Bean. Hi, Edge. Hello, Mr. Bean, or... let's see, the real Richard Gardner, Mr. Gardner, the Gardner, Richard. We'll go with Mr. Bean for this week. Which, by the way, I used to love watching him on that, the British channel. Loved it. LOL, my wife and middle daughter just went on a school camping trip The first night that they were there, they received 6 inches of snow plus.
Oh, goodness. That is not a camping trip. That's a survival trip.
See, that, I hate to say it, but that's funny. It really is, because we haven't had real bad luck camping, but there's always something horrible that happens every time we go somewhere to do something. Always. Prime example, my table saw was knocked over in the truck.
When we went camping?
No, but every time we do something, there's always got to be something bad. It's never 100% like.
Poison oak ivy?
Yeah.
Six.
Gear says that would suck, Rob Yoda. All about vehicles. Hey Brian, how's it going? Going pretty good overall. Oh, sorry guys, moved the placemat on you. Gear Runner says, hey Keenan, hey Gear. Richard says, Gear Runner. Don't time me out or you will not like me, LOL. Well, that's all right because we all have power on all the streams you're on there, Mr. Bean. So be careful. Rob Yoda says, LOL. I had fun for most of them. It was the first time they seen snow. Oh, well, see, now that's not a bad situation. Now that's like awesome to most of them. So.
Fun and games as they get frostbite.
Yeah, I mean, being cold sucks, but yeah. Rob Moda says, yes, you're getting close to 1,000. Are you excited? I'm kind of excited. I really am. I think last time I checked, I was like 707 or something. Gear Runner says, I'm not scared, Richard. Not scared at all. Rob says, I am. Hey, you Dan? String Bean says, hi, Dan. Did I miss Dan? I am on live chat. Yeah. I don't see Dan. But then again, it's probably a TW thing. Hey, Bean. How you doing? So, Rob Motive, how do you like your new name? Let's start there. How do you like that? If Courtney gets mad at you again, just put her in her place, the kitchen.
Whoa! Who said that?
Who do you think said that?
Rob.
No, it's that woman's work guy.
Oh, that guy.
String Bean says, hi, Rob. Gear Runner says, thank you. Hey, Dan. Hi, Bean. Everyone's saying hi to everybody. Rob Yoda says, just out of curiosity, is your garage wired for 220? Have you set 220 up for all your new toys? Rob Yoda. See, now one of you guys need to change your name. And if it's like cars, Rob will do it. Rob Motive will do it very shortly.
Wow.
But
Shots fired.
I'm actually having a full 100 amp 220 service put in my basement because my mom has 200 amps, so I'm just going to steal 100 of it and put that in the basement. And all my machines are 220 except for my joiner, I believe. But yeah, everything will be ran 220. And I might even switch my joiner over to 220 because the motor is set up for both. So I might run a 220 because it's actually cheaper and easier on the motor. String Bean says, String Bean is crazy. Richard is not. All right. Well, there you go.
Good to go.
Rob Motive says, LOL, I've been watching old Mr. Bean clips a lot lately. You know what? It's all Richard's fault. And I used to love them. I really did. You're going to incorporate that into your channel, Rob? LOL, says Gear. He's laughy cry, smiley facey thing. Rob Motive says, nope, not at all. String Bean says, String Bean is known as a ladies' man all over YouTube, and all the ladies want me in their live streams all the time. All right, I'll let that. I mean, maybe they do. I haven't been in any of your ladies' live streams, so I mean, maybe they do. I mean, maybe they're calling you by name. Yes. Tundra Whisperer says, hello all. How you doing, Tundra Whisperer? Or TW as I like to call you. It's a lot easier. Dan Sutterholm, there you are. Stupid YouTube blocking my chat. Oh, were you talking to Richard? Gear Runner says, speaking of TW, what's up, buddy? There you go. Krista says, hi, Brian and Courtney. How you doing, Krista? How you liking the Jeep? I mean, is everything going good with it? You still liking rims, tires? Still liking your gecko cover? I really like that. I do. It's a shame that the camera had to be right where the other face was, though. Or head. Gear Runner says, hey, Krista. Tundra Whisper says, what's up, Gear? Hey, Andy says, Krista. Dan, that happened to me today in another live stream. Yeah, you know what? It happened to me the other night on Rob's. As soon as I rephrased my comment, I was good. Gear Runner says, not much. Getting ready for new work week. Yeah, they seem to happen every week, don't they? Rob Moda says, I love the new name. I've had folks tell me that they just couldn't sub to my channel with that name. You know, we all kind of had that feeling, I think. I think Krista was the first one to point it out, saying don't do it. It's not that it was bad. It was very happy. I mean, it's like Throb Nation. Let's see what this is about. But, you know, I don't know. I think Rob Motive is a much better fit for you. I still like the vlogging adventures with Rob, though. I don't know. Dinner bell later on. See you, Dan. Thank you for stopping in. Richard says, hi, Krista. Have a good night, Dan. Says, Gear. Krista says, hey, Richard. Tundra Whisper says, yep, 220 for the joiner, if you can do it. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that just for the simple fact that, I mean, it's nice to have it as 110 because I can move it anywhere at that point. But honestly, I mean, for the power aspect, and if the motor can handle it, why not? I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. But I mean, I gotta tell you, when I was joining that cherry for that cherry piece that I'm doing, oh my God, it was amazing. I mean, I joined it down some of the sides to take off a little bit of the extra material so I didn't have to handle it, mainly because my clamps were only 24 inches and I need a 23-inch tabletop. So I used the joiner to bring down my two smaller boards on the end to keep them uniform. So that way, after I got it glued up, I could just zip it through and trim them. No big deal. I set that thing to an 1/8 inch, ran it through. That thing was amazing. No problem whatsoever. Didn't want to bog down. Didn't want to do anything.
No measuring cups now.
Why not? We didn't bring ours
Donate
over.
box.
You might want to go get them out of the donate box.
All right then. I'll just do that.
So yeah, that joiner is amazing. I even had a problem with one of the glow ups. I didn't get it set in time and the open because it's such a big piece. I was trying to glow it up on the floor, which sucked, by the way. And it wasn't a poured concrete floor, so I ended up needing to break the glow apart to re-glow it up, which sucked. But it was great because I just took it, ran it right through the joiner, one pass at a 1/16 of an inch, cleaned off all the glue, plopped it right together, and it was great. So yeah, I love it. I'm a huge fan of everything I do so far. Give up on YouTube. I see she got mud flaps and didn't do an install video. Gear, very true. It's not that she gave up on it, but life is so hectic right now. I can't even keep up with my own YouTube. And it's just, the mud flaps, quite frankly, were a pain. The front, you could barely get to them. The tires on the back, you had to take the tires off and leave the car jacked up to be able to get it in there. They look great. We love them, but
I didn't give up. Promise.
Courtney didn't give up. We just find time for, something other than everything we've been dealing with. Rob Motive says, "Hi, Krista. How you doing?" Richard says, "Bye, Dan." Gear Runner says, "The gecko cover is pretty cool." And I really do like it. I love the colors on it, too. It matches the Jeep very well. Tundra Whisperer says, "Did your kitchen get smaller in the new place?" Well,
Slightly.
it did get slightly smaller, but all that's going to change. Because I'm going to be doing all the cabinets and all that. We ordered our appliances. We have a new stove, a new dishwasher, and a new refrigerator coming in somewhere around the end of the month. So that'll be great. Mr. Something Basic live stream is no kids allowed. Well, hey, I mean, to each their own. We should call it Taco Rob. I don't know. He does like his taco. He likes to eat tacos too, from what I understand. Krista says the Jeep is. You know what? I have heard that with people who have put bigger tires on the Jeeps. It's kind of like they're not riding on top of the crest in the road anymore. It kind of, tracks a little bit better. Your runner said. All right, let me get back to where I was because I had a whole reconnection thing. Gear's laughing at himself. Rebel, how you doing, Rebel? Nice to see you. How have you been?
Dutchland.
Yeah, I was going to say, I seen that you were over in Lancaster. I'm going to be over, not in Lancaster. I think it's like... I'm back, guys. Sorry. It just keeps wanting to reconnect. Hey, sir. Sorry I'm late. It's fine, Rebel. Tundra Whisperer says, Edge, if you only had one choice between Danish oil or tuna oil, aka tongue oil, to finish Walnut, which would you use? You know what? The Danish oil, I feel it gives it a little bit better protection. It depends on what you're going to use it for. But the tongue oil, oh my God, that just makes all the ribbons, like the curling and the figuring, it just makes it pop. It almost makes it look like it's iridescent. But on the other hand, the Danish oil really brings out the dark, earthy tones that are in Walnut. I mean, they're both amazing. You can't go wrong with either one. If you have a more curly figured piece, I would use tongue oil. But if you have a nice, like, slab of black walnut, I would probably go Danish. What are your thoughts? Krista says, Gear, thanks. Tire cover is unique. It is. Your Real Estate Whisperer says, did you all get a new house? Your Real Estate Whisperer, I don't know if you're aware, but my mother passed away almost a month ago, so we are now in her house. We still have both houses, but I'm here now. So, and that's one of the reasons why I've been extremely absent for the past 2 months or so, well, almost 3 months, is because I was caring for my mom before she passed away, and I was actually living, me and Courtney were kind of living separate for over a month because I had to care for my mom. So that's kind of what the new house thing is. Rebel says, hey Courtney, what's up?
What up?
I see you back there.
Holler.
Rob Moda says, there's already a Taco Rob. Didn't want to pigeon myself either. Yeah. Yeah. And I fully agree with Rob when he talks about you got to watch out what your name is. Because I'm starting to notice now, my name is Edge Every Day. There's nothing on my channel that's every day. And I don't post every day. The only thing that's edge every day about it is my name is Edge every day. I mean that.
You every day.
I mean that seriously. I was thinking about a different direction with it when I did it, but that might change soon for business opportunities. Gear Runner says, "Hey Justin, what's up, buddy?" Tundra Whisper says, "Sorry, Tung. I knew what you meant." Krista says, "Hi Justin." Rebel says, "Hi Andy. How are you?" He has his typical word in there, it seems like. Gear Runner says, "Hey, you real estate whisperer. How are you?" How are you, Krista says, "Rebel, hi, you real estate whisperer." Hey, Gear. How's Buddy? He's fat and happy because he was eating ribs the other day. Gear Runner says, "I'm hoeing just fine, Justin." Well, there you go. Like I said, he had his normal word in there. Hi, String Beans from your real estate whisperer. Rebel Rouser says, "Oh my God again." Rob Motive says, "Heidi ho, Justin." Rebel says, "Christina, how are you?" And Gear Runner is answering Christina about Buddy. He says he's doing really good. Thank you for asking. Rebel Rouser says, "Rob, how's your taco?" Or in this case, your tasty. Brandon, how you doing, Brandon? Haven't seen you in a while. How you been? He's also saying hello to Rebel. And your real estate whisperer saying hi to him. And everyone saying hi to Brandon. What's up to your real estate whisperer from Brandon? Rebel says, "Good to hear, Gear. Good to hear." Not much going on with your real estate whisperer. Brandon saying hi to Gear. Hi, Christina from Krista. Rebel Rouser. Brandon, what's up? Everyone saying hi to everybody. Let's see.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, Miss Green Beans. There you go. What you cooking, Courtney? Now, is that chicken franchise?
No.
What is it?
Chicken strips.
Courtney's just making chicken
I
strips.
was gonna go Marcella, but I didn't really feel like it.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was maybe franchise because you like to make that.
Yep.
Tundra Whisperer says frozen. Yeah, it keeps doing that. It's annoying. Rob Motive put up the not connected signal. It was frozen for everybody. Yeah, I'm having problems with this again. What's up, Tundra Whisperer from Brandon? Rebel says, "Courtney, what's up with no videos on your channel since November?"
Sorry.
Well, actually, I didn't live with, up until my mom passed away, I didn't live with Courtney, like, right after one of her last videos because I was at my mom's house. So,
Trying to make it through life.
she had a lot on her plate over there, and so did I, and that's kind of what happened. Everybody's saying hi to everybody and talking about me being frozen again. Rebel Rouser says, "I really like Lancaster aside from the manure smell. The food,
That's the best part.
the food is so good." You're right. The food is good. I don't like swerving around
I like smelling
potholes.
I like smelling it.
But the smell, it's a really organic smell, shall we say. It's
Country.
it's very country and farmy. So it's not horrible from, being a city folk, going out there. It's actually kind of a relief to smell poop. Gear Runner says, "Justin travels more than I do." Yeah, exactly.
Who's throwing up?
Giz has a hairball. Justin is a gypsy, says Rob. I'll gladly trade Gear. I need a job. Oh, there you go. I'll take Gear's job. Gear says, "I'm beginning to believe that, Rob." Tundra Whisperer says, "Leaning towards Danish only because of its speed. It's a bit faster overall. Both look awesome." I agree. The tongue oil does take a long time. What is it? A total cure on it is like 72 to 84 hours or something. but you can, like every 12 to 12 to 16 hours, you can put another coat on. But oh my God, it leaves such a beautiful finish. I love it for light woods. I'm a huge fan of it for light woods. Edge, that was some nice stuff you got delivered. Looking forward to seeing how it all works. I don't know much about that stuff. Well, you're going to be seeing a lot of it, and I'm also going to try and do some lessons on how to use it for people, just in case they're looking to get into it. I mean, you don't have to get the big, huge models like I got. You don't have to go big. They make smaller versions of all those machines. So, and cheaper versions. So, there's something out there for everybody that resembles, maybe not the same quality, but how it works and everything is basically the same. So I'll be doing videos on a lot of them. Tundra Whisperer says, hey, Brandon Gear says, if I could travel that much without a job, I'd be in. Yeah, me too. Rebel says, LOL. Tundra Whisperer says, hello, Throb. They might not let that go. Krista says, hey, TW. Brandon says, Edge, if you need a good realtor to sell your other place, I recommend Christina Smallhorn. We actually have a realtor that was recommended to us, that a local realtor that lives in the area.
Plus, I don't think it'd be worth her commission.
Plus
$5,000.
Yeah, plus all the time and headache. And I don't even know if she's able to work in Jersey either, honestly. That's one of the reasons I didn't think about her, is because I don't think she's licensed in New Jersey. Tundra Whisper, did you see that the Giants are taking on Harper? Your Real Estate Whisperer says, I knew you were watching over her. Sorry about your mom. Do you have plans for your old home as a rental? Absolutely not. Yeah, that house is going to be gone. I don't want to have to care for two houses. I don't want part of the caring to be in the state with a Section 8 home. I just want it, if I can sell it and make a little bit of a profit, then it's going bye-byes. I'm trying to simplify my life a little bit nowadays. Rob Motive said, could go with the cutting edge. I was thinking about that too, but I actually think there's a bunch of channels out there with stuff like that. Like cutting edge design, all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's like the go-to for everybody. Krista says, Edge Every Day is an awesome channel name. It is. I do like it, and I probably will keep it for a while, if not forever. But I'm considering something a little bit more wood oriented. I have to see, but that's going to be hard to come up with. Tundra Whisperer says, Brandon, that scares me. Too much money for one player. He's good, but it's a gamble. I don't watch sports. Sorry. Now I kind of feel like Gear and Rob when me and you talk about tools. I don't watch sports at all. Hey Scott, how's the finger, Brian? It's actually really good. You can't really even tell that I tried to clean my machine. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not going to try and do that again, guys. That's 5 times it didn't work. I'm done. I agree, Tundra Whisperer. They could get stuck in a 10-year contract. Yeah. I don't think a 10-year contract with anything's any good unless you're buying a house. Gear Runner. Hey, Scott. Hey, Scott from Rebel. Hey, Scott from Krista. Scott saying hey to Gear. And Justin Rebel says, I'm so over the weather. I hate summer, but bring it on. I could go for spring. We're expecting snow and freezing rain and ice accumulation tonight, so that's going to suck. Scott S. says, hello, Rob. Let's see. Snow there at Rebel? He might be getting some tonight, maybe. Gear says, I love summer, so bring it on, LOL. Yeah, Gear would live in a tropical place if he could. Rebel Rouser says, yep, and tons of cold rain. Yeah. Krista, how's the Jeep doing? From what I hear, she likes it. Oh, yep, there you go. Scott, the Jeep is great. It's a blast to drive. I'm glad you like it. It looks nice. I really love that color. Rebel says, are you not in the old house at all anymore? No more sketchy streets to park on.
Oh my
No.
gosh. Man.
Nope. All of our cars are here. We go back and forth. We don't live there, but we're definitely there at least every day. We have a lot of stuff that we're doing there because we're working on that house also to get it ready for sale. So it's basically like we live there, honestly. Did you go to the doctor for that cut? Says Rebel. No, I actually came upstairs and took a pair of scissors and cut the excess skin off. Scott says, oh, I know, Chris. They got to drive ours today. I like the Jeeps. I don't know. I'm not a Jeep person, though.
Either are or you aren't.
Yep. You have a Ram and a Jeep, Scott? Wow. Look at you. Your real estate whisperer said, we got these tiny taco bowls last week, and they were so cute and yummy. See, now I like stuff like taco bowls and taco salads that come in like a taco shell. I like stuff like that. But I don't just like tacos. I
All
don't.
the time. Even if it's taco flavored and not tacos. I'm on it.
Scott says the wife has a 2015 JK Wrangler, and it's been great. Yeah, I hear great things about them. I'm just not a GP person for some reason. Rebel says soft shell, Christina. Gear Runner says the simple life is great. I'm really trying to simplify my life. I am. Rebel says awesome, Scott. Tundra Whisperer says hi, Krista. How's Jeep life? Rebel Rouser says, are you back home, TW? Yeah, how was your vacay? Your real estate whisperer says soft shell. Yes, just like my crabs. I love soft shell crabs. Oh my God, they are so great in a beer batter. Oh, love them. Tiny taco bowls at your real estate whisperer. Your real estate whisperer cup size. There you go. Scott S says, hey Garrett, your wife's still looking at a Jeep. Yeah, let us know. I guess I'll read it in a second. Much smaller than your real estate whisperer cup size. Oh, so were they in like the little like Tostito what are they called?
What?
The not the dippers, the other ones, the ones that look like little taco bowls. You know which ones I'm.
They're not scoops. Those are the Fritos.
Yeah, they're not scoop. I don't know, but maybe they're like that. Gear says she has got, but we haven't gotten her car fixed yet. His insurance company is really dragging their feet. Well, of course, they don't want to put out the money. If they wait, more interest that they get. Rob Motive says, got a bolt dinner time? See you, Rob. Thank you for stopping in. Have a very nice night, and I'll try and see you tomorrow night, but I'm sure I'll be in the shop, so sorry if I miss you. Rebel Rouser, have a good night, Robbie. Scott S., that's good, Brian. Appears to be healing well. Yeah, it is. I heal very well, which is good because I get cut very well. Scott says, that's normal, Gear. Tundra Whisperer says, Edge, you know the old saying, how do you tell a good worker from a bad one? The good one still has all 10 fingers. Yeah, I don't have all 10 fingertips. I'll tell you that. Tundra Whisperer says nuggets and sweet tea, Rob. Scott says, take care, Rob. Don't eat too much. Krista says, TW, Jeep life is good. Yeah, especially where she's at. Nice weather for it. Gear Runner says, hey, didn't even turn in the police report to his insurance company. I had to do it. They haven't heard from him, and it's going to be 2 weeks now.
Well, it could be stolen.
Yeah, wait for the stolen car report. Yeah, there you go. Gear Runner says, have a good night, Rob. That Sucks Gear says, Rebel Boise City. Hey, guys. Boise City Mopar. In the house. Yes, you are. Not my house, but your house. You're there. You're right there, man. Gear Runner says, yeah, I'm starting to get really irritated, Justin. Yeah, I believe so. Everybody's saying hi to Dan. Dan saying hi to everybody. Scott says, oh, that sounds familiar. Yeah, Andy, it sounds exactly like mine. Which, by the way, we got screwed on royally. Rebel says, hey, Dan, my brother is headed to Boise right now. There you go. Say hello. Dan saying hello to everybody. Gear says, it's okay, Brendan. He is required to here, or they will suspend his license. See, now I like that law, but that doesn't really help if he's not following the law. You think he's not going to drive, which kind of sucks. What's he doing there, Rebel? It really does, Scott. It sucks. He lives there, Brandon. He was visiting here for a couple of days. Well, that's nice. You got to see your brother. Brandon says, nice at Rebel. I hear it is a cool city. It is, from what I've heard. Rebel Rouser, maybe I'll see him. I'm heading to Boise tomorrow. LOL. Krista says, wait, Gear? Pam is getting a Jeep? Possibly. She's looking. She's taking a hard look at it. Well, actually, Edge, I'm at the laundromat. Oh. Well, we all need clothes. Rebel says, I-81 in PA is horrible. The potholes are insane. Probably the cold and warm weather changes. Yeah. Actually, our main road right here is starting to get really bad. They keep patching it, but it's like you're off-roading now. Gear Runner says, probably after the car gets repaired from the accident, Krista. She likes the mojito color. You know what? I like that one. I don't like the normal colors in the Jeep. I like the exotic type ones. You planning to keep the SI gear? Krista says, that's cool, Andy. Very cool. Gear Runner says, nope, trading it in. Gotta go bye-byes. Scotta says, hey, Krista, you'll have to get some of those cool Jeep t-shirts and make them for women. That sounds good. Yeah, you know what? Rob can really do merchandise geared around you too, Krista. That would be nice. Just as long as it's not like a Jeep thing. Please don't do that. Brendan says, Rebel Rouser, in California, they just constantly raise the gas taxes to fix the potholes, but the money always goes somewhere else. Yep. It does. It's like us. We have horrible school taxes, but I don't know. I don't think our schools are that great, even though they were ranked fairly well, countrywide. Gear says she wanted one for a while now, Krista. Boise says, I think the reason Pam wants to get a Jeep is because she's tired of getting hit all the time. It doesn't matter what car you're in, you're still going to get hit. Trust me.
Even if you're not in the car.
Yeah, even if it's parked. The Jeep would be nice for those Florida trips, Gear. LOL. Yeah, that's a good point. Might not, I don't know if it would be that comfortable for such a long drive, though. Krista says, Scott, I know there's some cool Jeep shirts and hats. There are. Gear Runner says, that's actually it, Dan. Both her new cars have been hit, so she wants something taller. Oh, there you go. Make sure she puts a trailer hitch in it, so if somebody rear ends her, she can just pull away and rip their hood off. Dan says, that's another reason why I want to get a Charger, because if I do get run into more car to absorb the impact. That didn't help with the guy that ripped the rear out of the back of my truck and then ripped the front end out of a Yukon, then hit a Corolla, and then still pushed that into something. Depending on how fast they go, doesn't matter how big you are. Gear says, I agree, Brandon. Brandon, check the check the pockets of the lawmakers. The money is in there, guaranteed. That's what TW says, and I agree. Gear Runner, my suggestion, as soon as the Honda gets fixed, get rid of it. Yes, I agree. Gear, I think Pam would love a Jeep, and I think she would like that color too. That mojito color, it's kind of funky. I like it. Yep, at TW, says Brandon. Am I the only one that watched the whole State of the Union? You're probably the only one that watched any of the State of the Union.
Can't say that I did.
Gear Runner says, me too, Scott, me too. I watched it, Justin. You did, Gear. Wow. Was there anything important? Because it pushed the Grammys off like 2 weeks. Krista says, Andy, that was awesome. Another Jeep girl. That's awesome. Another Jeep girl. Yeah. That I want to see it. I can't wait. Dan says, hey, Gear, my suggestion. Yep, I read that. Yep, Krista, nice. Andy says, Rebel. That's why I didn't get a smaller vehicle. It doesn't take much to damage them. Doesn't take much to damage anything nowadays. They're designed to crumple to take the impact. Well, probably will, Dan, says Gear. So Gear Runner, what kind of Jeep is she looking at getting? A Jeep Grand Cherokee? No, I think it's a normal Jeep. Gear, she'd need a plane if she's not wanting to get hit again. LOL. Yeah, true. A two-door Wrangler. There you go. I like the two doors. I'm getting a little tired of seeing four-door Jeeps, honestly. Gear Runner says, true TW. Dan says, TW. Funny dude. Do you have 180K to buy an airplane for her? Because that's how much they cost. I think they cost a little bit more than that, unless you're getting like a little single prop jobber. Getting rid of the Odyssey soon. You hear this, honey?
What?
Yes. Catalytic converter, brakes, and axle to be replaced. Don't want to dump money into something with 220K.
Understood.
I agree. I agree with you. I can't say anything more than that, except for good choice. Scott says, yes, Krista, a Jeep thing, just like Harley's. Good choice, Gear, and a two-door, a little more efficient anyway than a four-door.
I like
Dan has a good choice. Good choice. Good insight there. What are you getting next, Justin? Says Gear. Brendan says, I wasted my time watching that too at Rebel. However, that being said, Gear, very careful when you get inside the vehicle or your head will hit the roll bar right behind the driver's seat. Yeah, that would suck. Gear, but I don't think Pam's that big, so Gear just has to stay out of her car. Tundra Whisperer says, Gear, did you find out any info on the damaged cars in regards to trading them in? Do they have to disclose? I think that's actually called Carfax. Anything over, I want to say anything over $500 needs to be reported by the body shop, from what I understand. Anything reliable under 2K, LOL, not that I'm aware of. Dan says, that's another reason why I never bought a Jeep Wrangler, because I'm a little too tall. My head kept hitting the roll bar every time I got in. Krista says, I know, Scott, I still have my Harley leather, just need a Harley. You know what? You should get one. Brendan says, under 2K, I recommend a bike. You know what? And if it's a Schwinn or something like that, you might not even be able to get that under 2K. Your Runner says, I've never been asked by the dealer if the vehicle has been wrecked, TW, so I don't know. Well, they pull the Carfax. They know it as soon as you bring it in. That's why they want your keys, is to get the VIN. Rebel Rouser says, I know, right? LMAO. And the labor and cost of parts causes cars to get totaled easily. It does. The labor is ridiculous. Well, Ed, you live in New Jersey, and people over here drive like psychos. LOL. Yeah, I've been hit 8 times parked, Dan. I'm fully aware. I know Krista, Harleys are a blast, says Scott. Rebel says, so I want to go on Carfax gear. I won't go on Carfax gear. All right, let's see if I can get through these comments because dinner is done. So let's see what I can do here.
What kind of sauce do you want on your strips?
Whatever we have in there.
Ranch?
Ranch sounds good. All right, here we go. We're going to go fast because I also only have 6% of battery left. Some bikes are more than 2K. LOL, my buddy just bought a road bicycle. It was like 4K. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they make them all out of carbon fiber now. I mean, just the frame and the 6-piece crank, you're looking at, I don't know, up to like 10K if you get a really, really high-end one. Well, I'm also contemplating gain a police push bumper for the Charger as a little extra safety precaution. Yeah, then you just bend the frame. So be careful. Look into it. Gear Runner says, I'm sure it will, Justin. I know, Scott, I miss my Harley, says Krista. Rebel doesn't look too happy. Have a good night, Krista, says Brandon. Rebel says, have a great night and week, Krista. Gear says, have a good night, Krista. Want to see my dinner, guys? That looks good. Do we have holiday sauce? Or is this Bernaise?
It's holiday.
Oh, holiday sauce. There was a State of Union address. Okay, whatever. Don't really give a damn. LOL. Yeah, me either. State of the Unions, blah, 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 blah. I agree. Rebel Rouser says, I actually thought the address was amusing. LOL. Well, you know, sometimes they are. Me too, Justin, says Gear Krista. Just wish we were south to be able to ride it more, missing it now. Yeah, I agree. Tundra Whisperer says, you know that just sucks. You get hit by, yeah, everything. You get hit by someone, and even though your car gets fixed, you still screwed in the end.
Yep.
Yeah, because of the trade or whatever else. I agree. Scott says, we got to get gear on a Harley. I'd like to see that. That's kind of like me and my G6. I spent $146 to get the leak replaced, and that's about all I'm looking at doing. Very true. Rebel says, enjoy your dinner. Have a great week, everyone. Thank you very much, Rebel. Thanks, everybody, for stopping in that's still here. Diminished car value, TW. Yeah, if you can't get in touch with the guy now, I mean, can you imagine what it's going to be like to get to court? Good talking to everyone. Have a great night, all. Thank you for stopping in, Brandon. Nice to talk to you again. It's been a while. Have a great evening and week, everyone, says Gear. Happy Sunday supper. Night, Brian. Thumbs up. Thank you very much, Scott. No Harley here, Scott. LOL. Tundra Whisperer says, I'm going to look that up, Gear. Remember you're saying that. Never heard of it. I've heard of diminished value. We tried going after their insurance company for it. We did. But their insurance company was denying everything because the guy was a jack-off because they reported it stolen. Scott S. says, oh, you could handle it, Andy. Your Real Estate Whisperer's dad had a Harley. Tundra Whisperer said later. All Gear Runner says, had a buddy got paralyzed on his bike. Van ran into him into a ditch and left him there. Swore off bikes after that. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons I won't get a bike, other than I don't trust myself. Your Real Estate Whisperer says, see ya, Edge family, and all enjoy your dinner. Thank you very much. Scott says, not good, Andy, not good. Gear says, nope, Scott. Dan says, Gear Runner, hate to tell you all that this dude, but it will go on Carfax, so your vehicle is reported as damaged in the accident. Yes, it is. Take care, guys, says Scott. Good night, everyone, says your real estate whisperer. I know it will. Dan says Gear Runner. And thank you very much, everybody, for stopping in. I'm glad I got a chance to get on today. Sorry I didn't give you guys a heads up, but there will be a lot of videos coming in the near future as long as I get them edited. So, guys, thank you very much for stopping in. And don't forget, Courtney's saying goodbye, and I will hopefully get them videos up, and I will definitely see you next weekend. So have a nice night, everybody.